Hello everyone, Minky here with the next part of Gen 2 AEFE. Yeah, it's actually part 2 of episode 16, so it's actually a part today rather than an episode. So that's kind of nice. But yeah, today's actually tomorrow, as I'm recording this, as in like it's the 21st of February today, whereas obviously last part was part 1 of this video was recorded on the 20th. I'm probably going to record part 3 as well, the crystal section, but that's because it's 7:23 in the morning at the moment. But yeah, that's it to be seen, I guess. Alright, so yeah, obviously Lugia time. I'm going to try and go through this whole cave, if you will, through silver. I don't think it's any different from golds. I don't think there's any differences whatsoever, other than I guess. I guess maybe any spawn Pokemon, as well as I don't know. Sprites obviously, but that's not specific to Whirl Islands. You know, I imagine maybe the spawns are different, but that's it. And yeah, I realised I got the wrong way as well. Escape room. Yeah, I've gone the wrong way already. Alright, well, at least we've got dig. At least we've got dig. That's actually really nice. It means I can save the escape rope if I want to. So yeah, that's at least something. So, but what else? I don't know what else I can really mention. I've already just started and I don't know what to talk about. I mean, I guess I could talk about some stuff, like, I don't know, it's just one of those things, it's, you know. So I could have used the escape route, to be fair, but okay, so what can I talk about? What can I mention? What's worth mentioning? Well, I guess if anything, I can mention this. So in Gen 1, you actually don't need flash. You can just see. You can easily see. I say easily see. I don't know how bad your eye has to strain or anything. I don't know about that kind of thing, but like for me it's pretty easy, and I imagine for a lot of people it's pretty easy. You can just see the walls in Generation 1, so you can just look for the walls and just sort of feel around for the walls kind of thing. You can just do that in Gen 1, so you don't ever need flash. Now, in Gen 2, you do, obviously, right? You do need flash, but imagine if you didn't. Imagine if you had to come in here without flash, and that you had to use a map to come down here. That'd be interesting for like a little, I guess, an adventure, if you will, with someone. Like, you just come down here. One of you plays gold, one of you plays silver. Maybe you got a third person who plays crystal. So obviously they'll be a bit different as well, because it's crystal. Or they might be a bit different. I don't know. They'll be a bit different with crystal, and then obviously, and you have to explore the whole place, and then you have to 100% it. You have to get everything. So you have to get all the items. Maybe you have to get all the Pokemon as well. Like maybe you have to catch any new Pokemon here, or at least one of every kind of Pokemon. And then at the end you've got the Lugias, right? And they're all different levels as well. Level 40, level 60, and level 70 in no specific order. You've got those 3 to catch as well, and they're all differently leveled. So you've all got to kind of take up a different strategy kind of thing, if you will. So that's really interesting. I think that would be really quite something, if you will. Definitely worth something, I would say. Yeah, I should see about doing that though. That'd be a nice little experiment, I guess. Could do it with other. It doesn't have to be specifically Gen 2. It can be, well, Gen 2 and onwards, I guess. Just anything that requires flash, if you will. And just see how far you can get and whatnot. That's the kind of thing. That's kind of adventure, man. Like there's so much of like an adventure you can just have with this kind of stuff. It's like, even with guides and stuff, like the internet nowadays and whatnot, even with all that, there's still so much of an adventure you can have if you just know how to explore, if you will, if that makes sense. Like, if you can just, like, I mean, obviously, like, you can just look up guides and whatever if you wanted to, but, like, I mean, obviously at the same time, it's like, that's your decision at the end of the day, if you want to look stuff up, if you will. You know, but like looking it up, but like doing stuff like I mean like looking up the answer. I mean that kind of thing. We're not having a go at you if you want to do that kind of thing. You know, it's sort of your experience, if you will, that you're affecting. So it's like at the end of the day, it's like, I guess it's like whatever. I guess, you know, but it's always nice to like be able to just explore these games without the internet, if you will. Like just explore these games, sort of thing. You know, learn these games and whatnot. You know, and just, you know, sort of enjoy them, if you will, for what they are. Hey, you can do that with the internet as well. Yeah, that's the thing, you can do it with the internet. It's just one of those things that's like, you know, I don't know, it's just something grand. I mean, of course, I know, like, it's unfortunate because, like, I know, like, I know my hater, like, really, I don't want to say they really struggle with it, it's more like they just literally don't care, and you can tell they don't care, if you will, and to the point where it's like, it sounds like they don't know what they're talking about, you know? Which is really unfortunate, because it's like, my hater, they used to be my friend, and yeah, it's just really unfortunate to see them go like this. That's the kind of thing, that's why I sometimes bring them up, because it's like, it's just really unfortunate. You know what I mean? Well, I mean, I typically bring up when Oculus have your run, to be fair, but that's a story for another day, I guess. But by the way, I didn't bring any repels with me, by the way, because I figured I could use the experience points anyway for these Pokemon, so I figured I'd do that. So, but also, well, I mean, you'll see when we get to Crystal, in a bit. Which, to be fair, well, I'll talk about it when we get there. But yeah, like, for this as well, like, I did look up a map, but I didn't look up, but I barely looked at it. So, like, I just looked at the map just to see how pretty much long, how long the dungeon is. And like I said, it's not too long, but I didn't look up a map of like, okay, go left here, go right there, kind of thing. I'm not doing any of that, you know. I'm trying to go in this blind, if you will. So even though I'm more than capable of researching this kind of thing, and I know how to do it and whatnot, and I can do everything like that, and the research and all that, I'm also at the same time, like, it's one of those times when it's like, research can also be bad, if you will. Because if you look up how to do it, you know, if you look up a map, if you will, right, and that's kind of like, it's in this case it's like, yeah, you're looking up a map, but now it's kind of like, sort of like you're ruining the experience for yourself a little bit, if you will. Not ruining the experience, but you know what I mean. You know, it's that kind of thing where it's like you're kind of taking the experience away from yourself, if you will, where you could have played it, you know, blind, if you will, but instead you just looked up a guide, you know. 5 HP from that, wow. But in that case, like, yeah, I could look up a guide and just use that for the LP. But I figured at the same time, I figured instead, what I'd do is I'd instead go in blind for the LP, because even though this is a Gen 2 AEFE, it's not like an actual Let's Play, if you will. Which, to be fair, if this was an actual Let's Play, that's even more reason to kind of, well, I guess you can say either way in that case. But like in this case, like, well, in Gen 2, in the AEFE series, I do, like I said, I do want to do nostalgic stuff. So I am trying to like be nostalgic about it. So in a sense, by not looking up a map of the Whirl Islands, it's that nostalgia, if you will. You know, it's nostalgia of, you know, not knowing how the layout looks and just exploring and trying to find everything and whatnot. You know, that kind of thing, where it's just that kind of nostalgic, if you will. Now, but in an LP, in a normal Let's Play, right? Like, for one, I would kind of expect people to go for the legendaries anyway. Not expect, but like, I wouldn't expect them to use the legendaries, but I kind of would imagine, like, I'd like to see, at least see what your team, how your team fares against each legendary, and what the legendary looks like when you catch them, kind of thing. You know, what's your Zapdos or Moltres or Articuno like, or your Lugia, what's your Lugia like in that case? Yeah, that kind of thing. That's kind of interesting to me, even if it's just like stats on the screen. It's really interesting to me just from that point of view, if you will, because it's like, you know, you got this kind of Lugia, you know, but I got this kind of Lugia. Here's my kind of one, if you will. You know, I'm always interested in that kind of stuff. So when an LP is being done, I always kind of expect at least that. I didn't expect 100%, but I at least expect, you know, stuff like, what's it called? I expect like the legendaries and whatnot to be shown. Yeah, just for that nice bit, if you will. But like at the same time, it's like, I guess if you have your reasons not to or whatever, then I guess it is what it is. But it's just something that's like, you know, I think it's easy to just, I don't think it's that bad of a thing to do, if you will, if that makes sense. You know, like, I think, like, even just leaving it for a bonus video or something, that would always be nice. But then, I get, like, I mean, obviously sometimes it's like, yeah, you have to do it anyway, at specific points. But, you know, it's just one of those things that's like, it's nice to just see, if you will, see because especially like, it adds to nostalgia of it as well, because like, sometimes I'll look back at Let's Plays now, including my own Let's Plays, and it'll be like, yeah, that's pretty nostalgic, I'm glad I did that. And I'm not too far, I'm only in the third Let's Play at the moment, the third Let's Play movie at the moment, but obviously it's like, yeah, there's so much nostalgia in them, if you will, you know? Like I showed off stuff and whatnot, and it's like, I don't know, it's really nice stuff. It's just, it's just one of those things. It's nostalgia in it. I don't know if it's I don't know how much I would resonate with people, but obviously it's like, it's still something. I think it's still worth something, if you will. And it's like, and even then, even if it doesn't resonate with you specifically, you can at least acknowledge that it resonates with other people, you know? Like, for me personally, like, I've kind of gone off the Mario series. Like, I've not really played any games since, like, I played the new Mario Party on Switch, or one of them anyway on Switch. That's it. I haven't played any new Mario games since probably that gold coin one, where they had like a lot of gold coins or whatever, or something. I can't remember. It's been so long since I properly was into the Mario series that I just haven't, you know, been into it. You know what I mean? It's not my thing. It's not my cup of tea. But if someone else is into the Mario series and they really love the series and they enjoy it and whatnot, I'm not going to take that away from them. You know, it's actually, I actually really enjoy seeing that in people. You know, I enjoy seeing that in people and seeing them like really enjoy a series, if you will. You know, it's that kind of level, if you will, of just niceness, because it's like, obviously, like, there's so much. I might as well see if I can use this. Yeah, I thought not. Yeah, let me give it to one of the muse. But yeah, there's just like so much that's like, I don't know. It's great though. It's like, yeah, you can. It's like, you know, you've got your own sort of, you know, stuff, if you will, going on, if you will, and it's like, it's great, you know. But when it's like, so it's like, let people enjoy what they enjoy, if you will. If you don't enjoy nostalgia, that's fine, you know. It's, I'm not going to take that away from you, if you will, you know, that kind of thing. You know, and I kind of, it's the thing is, it's a two-way street, pretty much, isn't it? It's like, you know, you enjoy what you enjoy, I enjoy what I enjoy. If we both enjoy the same thing or similar things, great, we can be friends. If not, whatever, you know. It's like, at the end of the day, it's like, okay, that's fine. We probably won't be friends, but but there's no reason to be enemies, you know. That kind of thing. Like, not being friends with someone doesn't mean to be enemies with them, you know. Like, yeah, they're opposites, but it's not just that black and white, I guess you can say. It's like, you know, if you not being friends doesn't mean to be enemies. That's basically what it is. I don't know. It's that's. I don't know. I don't even know how we got here, to be honest. How I got to talking about this, to be honest. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's just one of those things. I don't know. Because I look back. I mean, going back to nostalgia, I look back at stuff like at the old content, if you will, and some of the stuff from people that I probably should have watched, but I never did. And you know, I think about it and think like, I kind of wish I did go back and watch it or something, or maybe, you know, I don't know. I mean, there's definitely nostalgia. I've been really enjoying nostalgia as of late. It's been just great for me, if you will, you know. Okay, actually, I think I didn't come in here, actually. You know, I think about it. I think this isn't the right way. I think I had to take another way in. Yeah, I remember there was 4 ways in. So yeah, let's escape and see where this takes us. Okay. I don't think that was the way in, but I think it was for a bunch of items, so that what? It's one tile, man! Come on, man! Oh well. How I got this done in half an hour last time, by the way, I don't even know now, actually, to be honest, because we're already 19 minutes in. And I need to find another entrance. I just need to figure out which entrance it is, and then. Actually, yeah, I don't think it was that deep. I don't think it was that far in, to be honest. I don't know. I don't know. I'll have to figure it out when we get there. I mean, I'll have to figure it out when. I mean, I'm figuring it out now. I mean, you know, just. Get on with it, you know. We need to find repels, man. I mean, we don't need to find repels. I'm not going to bother about repels in this one. At least in this one, we kind of do need a little bit of training. Oh, I mean, we don't need training. It's just that I like to see about keeping everyone in sync. And okay, you know what? I'm gonna speed this up, and then hopefully I can find what's it called? Hopefully I can find it, and then you know, yeah. So yeah, I'll see you in a moment. I think this is it. I hope it's it, because it means we can get on. But of course we've got to battle this tentacle, so it's a raid boss. It's the guardian of the world, of this specific world island. That'd be cool if every time you wanted to come to an island you had to battle a tentacle or something, or you know, some sort of like boss, if you will, or mini boss. Yeah, that's it. That'd be nice. Yeah, I feel like this is it, but maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. I feel like this should be it, but let's have a look. Is it? No, man, it's not. Oh, come on, man. Oh well, back to Speedup we go. I've just realised as well. I've just realised where it is. Oh, I should have used escape loop, and I remember now it was the other way in. I remember now there was two ways in. Like in that. I don't know, man. Why did I forget about that? I knew it was something obvious. I knew it. Oh well. Oh well. At least I know now. And remember, of course, I'm probably gonna forget when I do Crystal, but yeah, it's probably not that big of a deal, given that Crystal's gonna be different anyway. It is what it is. I mean, like I said, it doesn't need to be half an hour. You know, these episodes are usually 40 minutes long on their own. This one, I mean, obviously this one's a 3-parter. Yeah, because it's gonna be so long and whatnot. You know, because I've got to do the whole dungeon, if you will. You know, and so the reason why, by the way, I'm doing this for both Lugia and Ho-Oh in all 3 games, as opposed to just Lugia in one, Ho in another, and you know, whatever in Crystal, is because, well, for one, there's no like third one for Crystal, if you will. There's the 3 legendary beasts, right? Which obviously, yeah, you'd say Suicune for Crystal, and then Entei and Raikou and Gold and Silver, whatever way around you want. Right. Well, I say obviously Suicune and Crystal. Obviously, if you want to pick a different one, then whatever. But that's your choice. But obviously, Crystal is the Suicune is usually the go-to one for Crystal. And then, but then Ho and Lugia, which version do you go with? Like how do you? I mean, obviously you do Ho on Gold probably, and Lugia on Silver probably. But then, what about Crystal? There's no like. You know, there's no Crystal version, if you will, for that. So I figured I might as well shut them all off now anyway. and it also means that I can at least use them in battle and whatnot as well. You know, so there is that. Obviously in red, blue and yellow, I've still got the remaining legendary birds to do, because there's 9 legendary birds. You know, Zapdos in all 3 games, Moltres in all 3 games, and Articuno in all 3 games, right? But I only caught 1 each. Which, by the way, I'm not too bothered about spoiling Gen 1 AEFE too much, because I kind of expect people to watch Gen 1 AEFE anyway first. But I mean, I will put, like, I guess I'll put notes or whatever up, but oh, I don't know, because it's like, it's Gen 1 AEFE, it's like, I feel like it's one of those LPs that you probably should watch first, in order, if you will, you know, that kind of thing, but that's beside the point. But yeah, in Gen 1 AEFE, it's like, at least there you've got like a triple, you know, thing, if you will, and like, with Mewtwo, it's like, you can just, Mewtwo's the same in all 3 games anyway, you know, so it's not like, so I can just say, you know, do 1 episode for it, whereas in here, Ho-Oh and Lugia are all different from one another in all 3 games. Even in Crystal they're different. You know, it's not like the level 40 in the respective game and Crystal. It's level 40 in Gold. It's level 40 in the respective game, level 70 in the other game, and level 60 in the third game, kind of thing. So that's that. So that's why I'm kind of doing them now, you know, to show them off. But then obviously it leaves no legendaries for the post game, not for the post game, for the post game. You know, it leaves no legendaries for that. But you know, I figured I might as well show them off now anyway. And then there's so much in the aftermath for this game anyway, for Gen 2 AEFE anyway, that not having legendaries isn't really that big a deal, you know, because we have already plenty to do, if you will. I mean, we have plenty to do in Gen 1 AEFE, to be fair, but in Gen 2 AEFE, I mean, there's so much more we can be doing, if you will. But you know, that's not here or there. Obviously, I've got to start that series soon. And yep, here's Lugia. So yeah, let me save my game and then I will battle Lugia. And yeah, 23 Pokemon and still 1,000 hours. Yeah, it starts after that, which is a bit of a pity, but oh well. Alright, oh yeah, let's get going. Let's battle. Yeah! And still a normal wild encounter theme. Nice. Yeah, level 40 by the way. So yeah, we've got to be careful about that. Good thing I've got Ember, because that's going to be really nice against Lugia actually. Because it's actually pretty weak. I'd say pretty weak, I mean it's like... Oh, Arrow Blast! Nice. Oh yeah, the music's going to be different in this game, because remember in Gold they were level 70, they didn't have any flying or psychic type moves. Whereas here they've got Aero Blast, which isn't only their signature move, but it's also flying type. Or it's not only is it flying type, but it's also the signature move. Yeah, I think that's the right way you're supposed to say it. You're breaking out the cover already. Wow. I hope they have Aero Blast in Gold, in Crystal, but I imagine they would. Because it's Crystal, you know, I feel like they should have their special moves in Crystal. Because I mean, obviously I know it's like based on the last 4 moves they would have learned. Because it's a wild encounter kind of thing. Nice. Critical hit, nice, wow. Alright, okay, that's actually kind of nice placing for the health, so let me see if I can catch them then. Oh, I got a crit, wow. Wow, I can't believe I got a crit there, man. So I got them to red health and a status condition. Nice. Come on, man. Okay, they're aerial blasting. Are they gonna die to this? They did. Oh well. 1257 experience points. Wow, I didn't even give that much. They're not even that worth it. Well, there goes Lugia. I didn't save beforehand, so in your face, game. Alright, attempt number 2. So yeah, at least we have an idea now of what they're like, but obviously we need to rebattle them completely to get that catcher. Safeguard, wow, that's actually kind of scary a little bit, considering that maybe they remembered that I burnt them last time. But yeah, what was I saying? Safeguard again, why? But no, yeah, what was I saying? So, actually no, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so one thing as well, by the way, is that, so last time I did remember, I did say kind of how many times the Pokeballs shake, or how many times, you know, how many Ultra Balls it takes. Same case for this case. So at the same time, obviously count them up for this one as well, or I'll count them up as well, and I'll see how many shakes I get and whatnot in each individual attempt as well. You know, on the game itself. So obviously, on this game, like obviously it shook once and I've lost 1 Ultra Ball there. On this attempt, but on the first attempt, obviously there's wasted like what, 2 or 3 Ultra Balls, and hey, nice. And so obviously that'll be a different amount. So there'll be like 3 amounts now: the attempt number 1 amount, the attempt number 2 amount, and the combined amount. So that's something. But obviously I'll do that in editing. So Lugia, the diving Pokemon. They are said to be the guardian of the seas. It is rumored to have been seen on. They are rumored to have been seen on the night of a storm. Seen on the night of a storm. Okay, that's a weird way of putting it, but okay. Well, on that note, let's dig our way out from the sea. And then make our way to the whatever it's called. Oh nice, Beth battle. I might as well take this on as well. I might as well take this battle on, I mean. But yeah, so let's go see what our Lugia is like, and then I'll obviously I'll battle Beth. I know it's a little longer than last part now, but that's fine. Well, I say it's a little longer. It's only 37 minutes now, but it's obviously been sped up at the point, so you know. What else? Is there really? I don't know, to be honest. There's not really an awful lot I went over last night. I mean, not last night, I just mean there's not really anything really go on last night. I guess I'll talk about nostalgia for a little bit. So, like I said, I've been looking into, like... well, let's look at Lugia first, okay, I'm going to get distracted. Aeroblast, Safeguard, Ghost, and Recover. Alright, nice, not too bad, not too bad. Okay, actually, yeah, from the looks of it, maybe Lugia doesn't have Aeroblast and Crystal. That's a shame. That's a shame. Special attack is slightly better than physical attack as well, okay. Not too bad. But yeah, there's Lugia. Alright, but yeah, like I was saying, so, like, one thing I've been doing, like, I've been looking into getting guides and stuff for, I'm sure I've mentioned before, I'm getting into guides and whatnot, guidebooks from before, because it's really interesting. In fact, yeah, I know I have mentioned that actually. I remember saying how like it's just really interesting to just see the guides and just see either what they've said, or if the previous owner had like any notes themselves or whatever, if there was a previous owner for it, or if like there was like, you know, or there's anything I missed, you know, somehow. Throughout my years of research, you know, I've just somehow missed this bit, if you will. And then also like it's just really nice to look through it and look at all the maps and stuff and look at all the images, because it's like, it's so nice. You know, I don't know what it is. It's just really nice to just look through it. I might do a video on it. I'm really tempted to be honest. You know, because it's like, I look through it and think like, yeah, this is really, really cool stuff. Even bare bones stuff, it's like really nice. You know, it's really nice to just look through it and think like, yeah, this looks really cool to me, to be honest. I don't know why it looks so cool, but it's just like really interesting, really cool to me, if you will, you know, that kind of thing. You know, and it's just like I mean, to be fair, I've got some guides from before the escape that I didn't really look too deep into back in the day, but I'm glad I kept them, because I did want to keep them for whatnot. And I think even when I was escaping, I even looked at some of them and thought, yeah, this would be cool to keep actually, because like it's just really nice, you know, to just have it, if you will. You know, it's just really cool to look at it and think like, yeah, this is really interesting to me. You know, like I don't know if I'm making sense, but it's like, it's that kind of thing, you know. I mean, like I said, I do want to do a video on it at some point, or I might do a video on it at some point, I don't know. But it's definitely something interesting that I think would be certainly interesting to just go through one day, if you will. You know, and I don't want to come off as like criticizing, but I might do it in a sense, if you will. But like at the same time, it'd be like it's funny in a way, some of the mistakes they make or whatever, that kind of thing. But not in the sense of like, haha, let's make fun of this person for it. More like it's just one of those silly little mistakes, if you will. You know, and because they're not bad people. I don't think they're bad people by any means, or at least I've got no reason to believe that they're bad people. If I did, then I'd be a bit more open to kind of pointing and laughing, if you will, if they were like genuinely bad people. But that's if they're like genuinely bad people, if you will. And even then, I kind of reserve myself from that, because it's like, you know, it's a bit, that can be a bit iffy at times. So yeah, it's, you know. But yeah, I've on that note, we've actually gone over 40 minutes, but it's always going to be shorter in the episode, in the video. So, but yeah, this is part 2. So, hopefully, I hope you look forward to part 3 when that releases. And yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you so much for watching part 2, and I look forward to seeing you in part 3. Have a minky day, everyone.